Are able to access the recording site. Okay, fine. Okay. So I already told you, right? We are going to be using the Jupyter notebook for this particular thing, and yeah. So it's a class. It is untitled file. Okay. So in the last session, I just explained like we do have various data type conversion functions are there that we can that we can use for typecasting whenever you want it, right? Okay. Yes. Now, so yep. So here, in today's session, I would like to talk about the Python operators. So Python is supporting various operations, and so if you want to perform any kind of operations in Python programming language, so we might have some kind of operators are there. So which are arithmetic operators and relational operators, logical operators, and so assignment operator. Like we have many things are there. Okay. So this particular part, I would like to complete all operators in Python programming language. Okay. So fine. First, let's discuss about arithmetic operators. And coming to this particular arithmetic operators, and if you want to performing any kind of mathematical things or mathematical operations, we can use this arithmetic operators. Okay, clear, right? So usually in any other programming language, so we have the only five data types, five operators we have it. One is for addition. Okay, this is addition. You already know that, and so here minus, and it's for subtraction of any two things, and and if you want to multiply, then we can use the star, and so if you want to division, so here we have two things are there division, which we have two things are there. One is a float division and one is integer division. Okay, integer division in the sense, so whatever you are division, okay, so you will get the integer number. For example, here I'm using like a 4, so what could be the result here? It's like 11 point something, right? 11.2 something like we are getting. Okay, but if you need integer number, I want to get only 11, then we can use the two slashes. Okay, this time you will be getting only 11. So this kind of thing we are calling it same integer division, and this kind of division we are calling it same float division. Okay, so in any programming language we have only one division operation is there. Okay, when you do the division operation, so you might be getting some kind of remainder, right? I need some remainder as well. If you need the remainder, then we can use the operators percentile symbol. With help of the percentile symbol, we can go ahead with we can go ahead with the percentile symbol. Okay, if I do the percentile symbol, you will get the remainder. Okay, modulus. Simply we can say that it's a modulus. Okay, yeah. And next one is if you want to performing any kind of power thing, like 10 power of 3 or 5 power of 6, something like this. If you want it, then we can use the two stars. For example, I want to do that, 3 power of 10. If you want to do that to 2 power of 3 power of 10, then we just simply 3 2 stars of 10, which means that it's exponential, or else we can say that say exponential. Okay, or else we can say that it's a power operation. If you want to performing any kind of for operations, or if you want to perform any kind of exponential operation, then we can use the two stars. I hope you're clear this particular operations. Okay, clear or not?
Yes,
Any
sir.
question? Any question regarding about this seven operations in Python arithmetic operations? So most of them you already know it, but just it's a sake of understanding. So what are the initial things which is supporting that I'm explaining here? Okay, now here we do have some kind of assignment, logical relation operators. So you might see that's different kind of relation operators. What is the use of the relation operators, guys? If you want to compare any two objects, then we can use the relation operators, right? So here you will be getting the result is either true or false, so that we can call it as the Boolean operators, Boolean operations. Boolean operations in the sense there we are going to be getting the result is either true or false. So basically, this relation operators we can use for to compare any two objects. So that you already know that in any programming language we do have a six relation operators are there. One is for less than. Okay, if any number left side number, if it is the smaller than the right side number, then it will be returns the true. Otherwise, it can be returns the false. Okay, and greater than operators, if any number left side is greater than the right side number, then it will be returns the true. Otherwise, it will be returns the false. And next we do have equal operator, equal to. It's not equal operator, it's equal to. So when two objects which are same, then it will be returns the true. Okay, that other than that situation, then it will be a false actually. Okay. For example, if any two numbers are different, then not equal to is an operator. It will be returns the true when both are different objects, different numbers or different data. Okay. And next one is left side data. If it is the smaller than, or it might be smaller, or else it might be equal. The two situations it can be returned the true. So here I'm just giving only true scenarios. So rest of the things it could be like false scenarios. And if both are same, that situation it could be a true, or else left side data it could be smaller than the right side data. That situation it could be returned as the true. Okay. Next one is greater than or equal to. If left side data, it could be greater than the right side number. That situation, it could be written as the true, or else if left side and right side, if both data is same, the two scenarios, it could be written as the true. Okay. So this is exactly relation operators. So usually, so when you see this kind of operators, you will be getting result is true or false only. Okay. Clear, right? So this kind of operators, we're calling it relational operators. So the Python is supporting relational operators. If you want performing any kind of relational operators, we can use this operators like less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. Okay, clear? Okay. So next one is assignment operator. So assignment operator in the sense, and if you want to be assigning any data to the any variable, then we can use assignment operator, equal symbol that we are calling it say assignment operator. Okay. So for example, if you want assigning any data to any one of the variable, then we can use this equal operator. Okay. Next one is I just want to be assigning the one variable to another variable. That is also it's an assignment operator only. Or else, if you want to performing any kind of operation and the result I want to be holding into the any one variable, then that we are calling it assignment operator. So here we get some kind of result, right? So first this operation will perform and the result of this operation will be holding into this specific variable. Okay. So this is assignment operator. So here A value is and B value is same. And so here C value is multiplication of 23 into 23. So that you will be getting the 529. Okay. Next one is compound assignment operator. So compound assignment operator in the sense we can combining the assignment operator and you can combine any one of the operator and equal operator that we are calling it as a compound assignment. For example, I have a data, I have a variable A and which we have data is 34 and I have the data is for example 23. First, what I want to do that I want to performing the addition of A plus B. The result of A plus B, I want to be holding into the same name, same variable. So this situation, the value of A, which is updating the addition of 34 and 23. Okay. So that you will be getting result is how much? 57, right? So the same operation we can perform The same operation we can perform it with help of the compound operation. So when I'm using the compound operation, we can use plus and equal. This kind of thing we are calling it same compound operation. So here the result and above result both are same. Okay. So this is exactly a compound assignment operator. So and meanwhile we do have various other operators. We have it. For example, multiplication. I want to performing the multiplication of two things. Then I want to be updated. Okay, for example, here I want to do the multiplication and the result of multiplication of A and B, and that I would like to go for update into the A so that here also will be getting the same result. Okay, right? So this way you can combining the two operators. Okay, that we are calling it a compound assignment operators. Any questions, guys, so far? Tell me. Okay. And here we have some kind of special operators. Special operators. So coming to that, this special operators, we do have, so before we talk about special operators, I want to talk about logical operators. So coming to this particular logical operators, we have the three logical operators are there. The first one is the logical and. To performing the logical AND operator, we can use the AND keyword. Next one is the logical OR operator. To performing the logical OR operation, we can use the OR keyword. So here AND OR are the keywords. And to performing the logical NOT, we can use the NOT keyword. So here AND OR NOT are the keywords which is provided by the Python, especially which can be used for to performing the logical operations. Okay. So when coming to the logical AND operation, and see, here we need to know one thing. When you have a different data, okay, so the data, it could be either true or false only. Okay, so in case of integer, 0 indicating that it's a false, and rest of the data which is indicating that it's a true. And if you go ahead with the float, 0.0 indicating that it's a false, rest of the things it indicating that it's a true actually. Okay. Similar way, we do have, various data types we have it. For example, if I use the bool operation, bool of 0, what it was returning? It's a false, right? So other than this zero, if I give anything, then it will be returns the true only. Okay. For example, bool of 0.0, it's a float. So the float number, if I'm giving, it's a 0.0 and we are giving to the bool method, then it was returns the false. So in case of float data type, other than 0.0, anything, it could be true case only. Okay. If I go ahead with the complex number, and then we do have a number which is 0 plus 0.0j. Okay, that it could be like false only. For example, by default, none is nothing, but it's a false only. Okay. And if I go ahead with something like string data, if I'm considering the string data, so I don't have any kind of characters. Simply, it's a simple single quotes. I don't have any space or I don't have anything. That situation, it can be returns the false. And if data, it could be like square brackets, empty square brackets. If it is the empty square brackets, if I'm giving to the bool function, it was returning the false. Okay. Meanwhile, if I go ahead with the empty tuple, so if it is the empty tuple, then that is also it's a false. If I go ahead with empty set or empty dictionary, that anything, it could be like it's a false only. Okay. So if I go ahead with the different data types, this scenarios only it could be false. Rest of the scenarios it could be true. Okay. So why I'm trying to tell you this thing, when you are applying the logical AND operator, logical operate or operate not operator, which is purely checking whether it is the true case or a false case. You can give any data as input for this AND operator or operator not operator, but it is especially seeing that whether it is true data type or false data type. Okay. Yep. So when coming to the AND operator, so what exactly it will do actually? So there we do have two inputs. So AND operator, it will takes the two inputs, input one, and then AND keyword and input two. So what exactly AND keyword is doing? First, it will check the input one. Okay, first it will checks the input one. Input 1 checking either true or false. That is the first step. What exactly the Python is doing? First, it will checking the either input 1 is the true or false. So if I see these particular results, you might be feel that whether it any you can give any data, okay, the outcome it could be either true or false, right? Okay, so that so in the maybe the input one it could be true or maybe it could be false. For example, for example, if in case this is second step, okay, if in case if in case input one is false case, what happens? If in case input 1 is the false case, that situation, then result is input 1. Whatever the data we have in input 1, that will be the output actually. Okay. For example, so we see that input 1, but unfortunately or fortunately, okay, input 1, if in case input 1 is the true case, so we have only two options, either true or false only. Okay. If in case my input 1 is the true, then what is the result? Then result is input 2. Guys, you carefully observe this thing so that then only we can understand the result of the AND operations. So here I can give the two inputs. One is 45 and 67. Guys, tell me what is our first step? Input 1 is the true case or false case? Can anyone tell me? 45 is the input 1, right? So 45 is the true case or false case as for this logic? Other than this data, anything it could be true, right? Say yes or no, guys. I need some response from your end.
True.
Yes, yes.
True.
Okay. So 45 is the true, right? So if in case 45 is the true case, then what is the result?
It will be
Tell me.
true.
No, man. If in case input 1 is the true case, then what is the result? I clearly written, right?
Input
What is
2.
the result?
Input 2.
Input 2. What is the value of input 2?
62.
67.
67. Okay.
Yep. So you will be getting the result is 67. Clear, right? Why we are getting the 67, you understood, right? For example, I have an input 1 is the 0 and 56. Now tell me what is the result here? So input
It
1
will
is
be
the true or
false.
false? Yeah, it
It
will
will
be
be
false.
false and
Yes.
input 1 it will be.
What is the value of
It will
input 1? 0.
it's 0.
Yes. I hope you understood what exactly the AND operation is performed and what basis AND operation is working. Okay. Yep. So now we'll talk about the OR operation. When I'm talking about OR operation, we can use the OR keyword. When we are using the OR keyword, here also it will be clearly checking whether input 1 is the true case or false case. If in case input 1 is the false case, then result is input 2. If in case input 1 is the true case, then result is input 1 only. Okay. That is the small difference between the AND operation and OR operation. So here 45 OR operation with the 67. 45 is the input 1. So here 45 is the true. If in case my 45 is the true case, then I can get the result is input 1. My input 1 is the 45. So that I'm getting here 45. And when coming to the second one, when I'm coming to the second case, 0 is my input 1. It's a false case, and of course, so that my input 2 is the result. My input 2 is the 56, so that I get the result here 56. Okay. So that exactly our operation is performing. Okay. Yes. Now let's talk about the NOT operator. When coming to the NOT operator here, which is working with only single operand, so here we can give that NOT keyword and followed by the input. So in case of input 1 is the true case, then result is input is false case, then result is true. If input is true case, then result is true. Input is false case, result is true. Input is true case, result is false. Okay. For example, not of 56. 56 is true, right? So that you will be getting result is false. Okay. That way the not keyword can perform. It's a simple things, guys. So you can try to habituate it with this all keywords and operators. Some situations only we can use it whenever you want to be performing some kind of operation. So if you know it, these keywords and where to use and how to use it, then you will know that if any situation, if you want to use this operator, we can definitely use it. Okay. And last but not least, which is special operators. Coming to this kind of special operators, here we have in keyword. This is we are calling it say and membership operator. For example, we have some kind of group. The group it could have some kind of elements, okay, and have a number is uh no 89. So 89 is member for the A or not? So that I want to check that. So B, if it is available in A, then it will be returns the true. Okay. So this kind of operation we are calling it say membership operator. Membership operator. Okay. I hope you understood what exactly the in keyword is doing. In is the keyword, it will be checking when one particular element is the group member or not. Okay, whether it is available in the group or not. That is the use of in operator. Okay, it will also be returns either true or false. If it is the member, then it could be returns the true. If it is not the member, then it could be returns the false. So B not in. So we can combining the not and in. So if in case, if the B is not, B is the member of A, then it will be returns the false when I'm using the not in. Okay. Next one is identity operator. Coming to this particular identity operator, it's purely checking whether the memory locations are same or not. So it is checking memory locations are same or not. For example, you have a data is 45 and here we have a data is 45. Okay. Of course, A is B, it could be returns the true because the memory locations of A and the memory location of B, it could be the same. For example, I have a number is 560 and I have a number B is 560. If I do that, A is B, tell me what is the results you will be getting. So here we will be getting the true and here we will be getting the false. Okay. So which is not checking the data is same or not, which is checking memory location is same or not. How can I know that finding the memory location? For finding the memory location, we can use the ID function. And let me go with find the ID of B. And the same things we can use it here as well. Okay, so the first here, this A memory location and B memory location is same. So that A is B, it was returns as true. But when coming to the second scenario, here the A memory location, B memory location are different. So that A is B was returns the false. Okay, clear? So that is the use of
No,
the
I have a little doubt on this one.
yep.
Like why it is telling false in it is same, I think, no? A and B is
No.
the same.
That's what I told you, right? So is operator, it is purely checking whether memory locations are same or not. So here A
Okay.
and B memory locations I written here and it was returning the same. Okay. And here also I used the A memory location, B memory location, and it was returns the different. So when the memory locations are different, it was returns the false. When the memory locations are same, it was returns the true. Okay. It doesn't mean that whether the data sometimes same, sometimes it is different. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I got
So which is not checking the data. If you want to check the data whether it is same or not, then we can use the equal to operator, right? Two assignment operators. For checking the data, we can use this operator. For checking the memory locations, we can use is keyword. Okay, clear? So we can use the is not as well, but it's quite opposite. When the both memory locations are same, then it was returns the false. If the both memory locations are different, then it could be returns the true, and I'm using the is not. So guys, so this kind of operators, we have it in a Python programming language. So you can, you don't need to remember these all operators. Just sake of understanding how we can use it, I'm explaining. So in a Monday session, we'll continue with some kind of control statements in Python. So once I done the control statements and functions and models and packages, then it's good to go with next module. Okay. So by next week, I can complete the Python programming language, guys. Okay. So that in next week we can go ahead with the SQL. Okay. Take care. Bye. See you.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.